here with another Star Series match today between Mouz and Absolute Legends, or Mousesports and Absolute Legends. And it's gonna be Mouz on the Radiant side and Absolute Legends on the Dire side. Wow, warning. And everybody's complete. Everybody has a full lineup. This should be very interesting. Of course, it is one team that is not going to international first, another team that is going to the international, but Absolute Legends will have a bit more lag, I would assume, because of course they come from Australia or Canada combined, stuff like that. But yeah, we will see who is gonna take home the win. Mouz is doing very good in the Star Series ranking so far. Is actually tied with Navi, I believe. Absolute Legends at this time, the way this is looking, they are not gonna go to Kiev, to the Star Arena, because Mouz is listed as second, as in second place out of 16. Absolute Legends is listed as 13, and they have played, well, Mouz has played two matches more than Absolute Legends, so Absolute Legends could get some points. But to give you an idea, Mouz has 30 points, same points as Navi and Dare have, and Absolute Legends has 9 points. So that's a lot of points missing there. So Mouz would be the favorite in this case, as they ban out the CK, they ban out the Enchantress, Darkseer banned out for Absolute Legends so far, and Mouz banning out the Enchantress kinda almost forcing Absolute Legends to ban out that Chen, unless Absolute Legends thinks, okay, we're fine with them getting a Chen, we're just gonna let it go through. Like I'm banned out by Absolute Legends instead. I mean, they don't want that as well, so they still have a chance to ban out the Chen if they really want to. Of course, Furion is still in, Invoker is still in. Also heroes that Mouz has to keep in mind. I mean, if one of those gets through, then do you still want to pick up the Chen, or do you rather go for that Furion? That's probably the best one to go for then, the Furion, in that case. But then you're giving away a Chen and an Invoker to Absolute Legends, so that's gonna be it's gonna be very tricky regardless. A lot of heroes still in that you normally see banned out. We still have the Broodmother in as well. Lashreka just got banned, so we're not gonna see that one. And let's see what they are gonna pick up as their latest pick. Now, ban out is our latest ban. Last ban. Wow. Yes, I'm here. Taking their time. Almost going into bonus star for this one. I mean, this is an important ban to pick. Important ban to ban. Yeah, that makes more sense. The hero that they ban out now, they choose to ban out the Enigma, making sure that all the heroes that I just mentioned are still on the pool, and they're gonna be able to pick up 2 of them. At the same time, though, there's more than 3 that I just mentioned. Of course, the Broodmother that's still there, Furion, Chen, Invoker. That's already 4, so 2 of those will be going towards Mouz as well. And they go for the Nature Prophet, so we're probably going to see Chen maybe together with a, well, together with an Invoker. There we go, picked up, and that will mean that the Broodmother is still in the game for Mouz if they really wanted to. I mean, they're gonna have to deal with the jungler here right now, so probably want to pick up their own jungler. Also, probably the reason why Enigma got banned, because he is one of the highest farming heroes in the game, gold-wise. So they're not going to be able to pick that one up, but they will still want to look for a jungle hero. Nature Prophet can of course jungle and be very aggressive with that, as in appearing on the lane out of nowhere with his TP. It's not really out of nowhere, I should see it appear, but still, you know what I mean. And they could do that, they could run that if they pick up a couple solo lanes. So Broodmother indeed being picked up by Mouz right here. And now we're going on to the big picks that I cannot really predict all that well, rather like speculate. Do they want to pick up a support just to have that one, or do they want to go for a soul lane? That might be the case, because if they're going for a jungle hero in the Furion, then they need a soul lane. They need a Queen of Pain, they need a Windrunner or something like that, something along those lines. Of course, they could still also pick up the Clinks as a solo lane. They go for the Sand King purely so that Absolute Legends can pick it up. Of course, it's a great counter to the Broodmother, and it's a good hero to have regardless on which lane. And we've seen Sand King on solo lanes as well, played by Sexy Bamboo. But Sexy Bamboo has a signature hero, is a Broodmother, so we're not going to see him playing that Sand King this time, I would imagine. A last pick before the second banner phase is going towards Absolute Legends, and let's see what they're missing. And they have got a soul lane, they have Invoker, but they might want to secure one more because they have guaranteed one that goes into the jungle. A little bit less flexibility than Mouz have, if you will. And a Windrunner, Queen of Pain would not be a bad thing to pick up here. Definitely not. But then again, they could also go for something like a very hard support so that they don't have to deal with that later, so that Absolute Legends can ban out some supports that they don't want to face, and they don't run the risk of Mouz picking up or banning out their supports that they still want. So that would be a solid one too. Maybe a Crystal Main, maybe a Shadow Demon actually would be a good pickup as well. Just a combination with can be a good combination with almost any hero, that Shadow Demon. So it would be a solid pickup, as we otherwise might see him get banned out in the second banning phase by Mouz, as they probably don't want to pick that one up themselves. They're going to go for Tidehunter instead, probably purely because, of course, there is a Sand King up on the Radiant side. They want to have some team fight of their own. They don't want to have that ban, so Tidehunter pickup it is for Absolute Legends, as they have the opportunity to run that as a hard support. I don't think they will, because it's not really normal to do, but they have the opportunity to do that if it's really no other choice for them. Depending on the pickups and bans for Mouz that are still left to be done. Ban goes to Mouz, and like I said, they're probably gonna ban out some supports, or maybe even some carries, ranged carries, a ranged hero like a Mirana or Queen of Pain, or something like that, because
10 seconds remaining.
well, side solo lanes, there we go. Beastmaster being banned out. One thing that I forgot to mention, Tidehunter is of course also a great counter, can I call it counter? Semi-counter. It's a good laning against the Broodmother with his Anchor Smash and stuff, and will be fairly safe until until there's a Soul Ring up on Broodmother, but then it isn't safe when she has a Soul Ring, so. Let's see what the next ban is going to be for Mouz, as the Absolute Legends banned out the Lone Druid. Of course, like I said, they do need a solo lane still, and they're gonna ban those out. Winter on a Queen of Pain still in though. Two very strong solo lane heroes. And Tidehunter can actually solo very well versus a Broodmother. So in that case, they just need a dual lane. And Mouz would then ban out, well, they ban out a strong support. They ban out a Vengeful Spirit. They don't want to deal with that one. No stun. Of course, so far they have the Cold Snap and the Ravage as a stun, so they're not completely hopeless, but they're facing a Burst Strike so far, and Burst Strike is a bit shorter cooldown. Brewmaster getting banned out by Absolute Legends. They don't want to face that one. I just have to say something that is decided by Twitch. There we go. And let's see what the pick up for Mouz is gonna be. Are they gonna go for something like a solo lane, or gonna go for Crystal Maiden? Support for them. Of course, the option is still there to have the Furion not as a jungle hero, but as a laning hero. In that case, they are looking at a very strong tri-lane with the Crystal Maiden and the Sand King, and something else still left to be picked up, because of course we still are missing our hero for Black, even though we have seen Black playing that Nature's Prophet before, and I am smiling now because the time that we saw Black playing Nature's Prophet was the game versus Dare on Saturday. And I'm gonna say it again, if you haven't seen that match, you should. Like, no excuses. Mouz versus Dare, check out my YouTube for that one, or my website, SheeverGaming.com. But don't miss it. And for Absolute Legends, what do they need? They still need their own support. They have two banned out. So Shadow Demon would still be a good option there. They need a dual lane, I guess. Shadow Demon can basically be combined with almost anybody, so that would be a good pickup for them to have. It would definitely be a good pickup for them to have. And I'm just thinking what kind of carry they would want with that. It really kind of depends on what carry Mouz is going to go for, I guess. I'm not expecting Absolute Legends to pick up a carry right now. They're going to go for Earthshaker. Another melee hero. And of course a great laner for dual lane as well. They might want to go for a Windrunner, but then Windrunner Earthshaker is a good lane to have, but I don't think so. Maybe more like Mirana. She's able to pull out some good damage. But let's see which hero Mouz is gonna go for. Are they gonna have Black on that Nature's Prophet, or are they gonna have him on a hero that's still to be picked up? Because we're still missing a carry for the lane with Crystal Maiden on it, or maybe the lane with Sand King on it as well, if Furion is gonna go into the jungle. And in that case, what could they pick up? They could pick up a Klinks, even though the heroes of Absolute Legends, they could be. It could be a Klinks. Only Tidehunter would be a bit hard to kill off then, but the rest is fairly easy. But then again, any carry can be played in this lineup. They have pushing power, they have team fight, and there we have an anti-mage. But yeah, they like I wanted to point out that they have the means to go for a late game. They have the means to defend themselves. They have the means to be aggressive, and with this anti-mage, they have the means to go very late game and to be able to push and stuff. Push to be able to farm and then own the game as an anti-mage does. Absolute Legends kind of now knows a bit more what they want to go for, what they aim to go for. Probably maybe something like a Morphling would be able to keep up with that if they want to go for something like that, unless they're really secure that they're going to be able to end it fairly early, or at least like around 30 minutes or so, 35 minutes perhaps, and want to go for more mid-game hero. That could be a possibility, but I do think a Morphling would have been a good option here.
10 seconds remaining.
Mirana. Okay, I said her earlier. She's not going to be able to keep up with the farm of the Anti-Mage, but she is going to be able to have more presence earlier than the Anti-Mage has. She's a bit more present. She needs a lot of farm to be as good as the Anti-Mage, but she is better than the Anti-Mage before Anti-Mage gets really big. Like around her time to shine is between 20 and 30 minutes, sort of, and Anti-Mage will start at 35. So Absolute Legends looking to end it before that period of time. Let's see if Mouz is going to be able to hold them back until Anti-Mage big. That's basically what the question, what this game is gonna answer for us, as I am switching overlays in time before the game starts.
10 seconds remaining.
So by the way, I did say that Mirana was an option to be picked up and would be a good support or a good hero to go with the Earthshaker as well. So I didn't really lie. That someone in the chat said I lied. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, Absolute Legends making good use of their new team banners and stuff, putting up the sponsors in there, and it's on every place there, and the banners there and there as well, and in the middle, no, not in the middle, I guess. On the Radiant side would be in the middle though. This would be in the Radiant side. Just checking. There's a banner sheet too, but Mouse doesn't have any banner sheet, so we don't see those. Can we remake Ward Bug? We can't remake, we gotta have a Ward Bug, so we gonna remake. So it's gonna switch this overlay, so I can leave this game so I don't show you the password. And everybody disconnecting. I wonder what Ward Bug it was. Leave game. Find lobby. It's not there yet though. Gonna have to wait a second. There we go. Join. Should be fairly fast though that we start this again. Should be fairly fast indeed. Black says, Darcy, tell me your lanes. I'll tell you ours. There's nobody answers. We got 5 men in the middle. You sure you want to let me free farming? You can't see the chat. That's a bit sad. There you can see the chat. Having fun. I'm jungling anti-mage. It's cool. They'll be first. Bleak is in there too. We are just, we are ready, I guess. We are ready, I guess. I said that before. I just the wrong overlay actually, because there's not gonna be a drafting phase, but I will have it up for a second because there will be a drafting phase screen. There just won't be any drafts in it. That's what's gonna happen. And we are loading into the match right now. Oh, there we go. There we go, Darcy. Oops. Oh, I should sound already disconnected. Go.disconnect. Okay, so we're gonna have another remake. This is fun. This is fun indeed. Oh, crap. Don't join. Please. Please. Guys, come with me, and then we can start. Please start before people start joining. Yes. If you were loading in, if you saw the pause and thinking, oh, I want to join that game, then you were too late because the delay on the stream made sure that nobody else joined. And this time it's hopefully the right mode, so that will help. And there we are again. There we are again. This time it should be the right mode. So we have Mouz versus Absolute Legends. I'm gonna say it all again because I might not include the drafting phase in the bans and picks, but we'll see. Mouz versus Absolute Legends. Mouz on the Radiant side, Absolute Legends on the Dire side. This is a StarSeries match between the number 2 and number 13 in the rankings 4-star ladder. StarSeries, rather. And, well, if Mouz wins it, they're almost certainly gonna go through to the finals in Kiev. So that'll be something. Absolute Legends kind of don't have any hope anymore of going there. They have 9 points, and to give you an impression, Mousesports has 30 points, so that's a big difference right there. As we are, we already did the bans and picks, so they're just gonna pick up all their heroes, and this is still bugged, so we don't see anything else. And I'm just gonna have to switch overlays so that I don't forget the overlay later on. As we're gonna see everybody picking up their heroes, and in 5 seconds, 8 seconds, we will be in the game, and then I will be able to tell you who's playing what, what is played how, and stuff like that. Yep, this makes very much sense. And there we go. Okay, so we have 4 Absolute Legends. As I am experiencing some lag, that is better. We have Musica playing the Invoker. Snoopy is going to be playing the Earthshaker. We'll have Bleak on the Mirana. We'll Godot on the Chen. And last but not least, we have Shatan on the Tidehunter, as we have a pause because Earthshaker just disconnected from the game. And as we saw earlier, this is like the banners and stuff. It's kind of cool. Mouz has not set that up yet for them. In the meantime, we'll have Black on the Anti-Mage, no surprise there. He might actually be going into the middle with the Crystal Main, 1437 playing that one. Broodmother being played by Sing Sing. This is a surprising change. Sexy Bamboo is going to play his Sand King. Come With Me is going to be playing the Nature Prophet, indeed aiming to go into the jungle then, I reckon. But normally, Sexy Bamboo has kind of a signature hero, his Broodmother, but since he has been playing Sand King for a lot lately in games as well, where Broodmother was banned out, so it looks like he is going to be playing the Sand King with Sing Sing is going to be playing the Broodmother. Quite surprising, but should still be fine, of course. But at least not something that we normally see. I'm gonna see how that works out for them. Should be, like I said, should be okay. Looks like Mirana is gonna be on the bottom lane, and Sing Sing is aiming towards the bottom lane. I think he is, like, looking in that direction. I do think that Mirana might be going there alone or supported by Earthshaker, most likely, as well, they were aiming. I think they were aiming to have the Tidehunter in versus the Broodmother. So in that case, Tidehunter might be just be going towards the middle lane and then seeing if they can scout out where the Broodmother is at and then chasing the lanes around. And that's one thing if you have a Broodmother in your team. You don't want to lane it at the obvious place, although sometimes you do because you want to have the opponent thinking, okay, they are not going to lane in the obvious place, so they'll lane it there so that we can counter it. Or maybe they're thinking, okay, because they probably think that we think that he's not going to be laned in the obvious place, we're still going to go to the obvious place because that's where he's going to be. If that made sense. I hope that is. We have another disconnect. And we have Earthshaker and Invoker disconnecting as we have 34 minutes delay. That's true. But don't worry because the next game that we're going to see, that I'm going to cast, is also Mouz and it's going to be first infused. So we are not in a rush because they can't start without us. Yes. And then we have Sexy Bamboo already picking up wards. Going for a semi-support build. I still don't know what Nature Prophet is going to be. If he's going to be going lane or in the jungle, it could be both. Of course, Come With Me is more like a jungle hero, a jungle player rather. But then he's good in the lane too. But they're going to expect a Chen in the forest, or they might want to have a jungle hero as well for themselves. As everybody of Absolute Legends connects back in. And we are probably going to have a go soon. There you have the goes. But are they actually going to unpause? Yes, they are. There we go. Unpausing in 3, and there we go. Black unpause, and we are gonna see a black and crystal main in the middle lane. And in case you're wondering about the old chat going on, these teams are both at DreamHack, of course, so it looks like they're having some fun together. Probably probably have screamed together some as well. And Sexy Bamboo is going to be solo top lane. Broodmother is going to be in the bottom lane, and it looks indeed like Furion is going to be nice. Who lays antlers? Yeah, antlers. Looks cool. The staff too, and Stumpy. Yeah.
30 seconds.
But yeah, he's going to go into the jungle then most likely, just to not be at a disadvantage from the get-go. And we have Snoopy indeed supporting probably this Mirana, but they now scouted out that there is a Broodmother here. Place the word instantly. And well, they have not scouted it out, I guess. Not yet, anyway. Ah, so this is gonna be tricky for them. Well, Tidehunter versus the Sand King will be fine still, but then again, it's not the lane that he was expecting to be at. He was expecting to be at with the Broodmother lane. And Snoopy versus well, with Bleak. It's gonna be versus the Broodmother. Of course, it will still be fine. I mean, he'll be able to get last hits just fine. And Earthshaker is actually a very good counter to all little Spiderlings, because one Fisher will almost clear the whole wave, clear the whole creep Spiderlings, Spawnlings. So should be fine. They've now found out the web, so they're now discussing, okay, is Tide gonna get a TP scroll, or are we just gonna let them have their farm and stuff? Because Tidehunter will be able to get farm here just fine. Especially versus Sexy Bamboo. It's just 1 versus 1, melee versus melee. It should be all okay. And Antimage is gonna be in the middle lane versus a Invoker by himself, but the Chen could go out of the forest if he wants to, if he dares to. And Crystal Main there will make sure that Antimage is gonna be just fine. We do see him going for quads at the first one. Purely for that extra HP, I guess. Normally you see extra lately, just so you get some extra experience, or extra tech damage, so the last hitting gets a bit easier and stuff. I think things gonna be just fine. Let's see, did he also bring wards with him? No, I did not bring percentage wards with him. So that's at least something that they were not expecting. Oh, cold snap on Black, but Music are getting harassed a lot here as well. It's gonna be tricky for them to deal with. I mean, they're still salving against Mage. He's not that worried, and he knows the cooldown of the cold snap, and now he pops the salve, so it should be all fine.
Regeneration.
The Tidehunter, yeah. These two, I'm really I'm expecting the first blood to happen with the Chen there, or with the Nature Prophet. Either one of the jungle heroes will help out one of the lanes, and that will probably be the first blood. And for the rest, until they start doing that, there should not be any kill frostbite on Music. It's just harassment. Unless, of course, someone gets caught out, someone makes a mistake. In that case, of course, the opponents will profit from that and maybe take a first blood. But until this guy is moving from his lane, or this guy is moving from his lane, then I don't think there should be anything happening right now. Come with me. Does have... Oh, nice. Does have a TP up, so could do it, but usually you see them wait until level 3 so that they also have a sprout. They can just have everything. Still have 2 clarities as well. And it should be probably at level 3. You'll probably think about ganking something. Meantime, Sexy Bamboo 7 for 2. Shatan on 11 for 2. So getting a bit better for Shatan, but I'm expecting it with the Caustic Finale. It will change around fairly soon, as we have Chen finally doing something, got a smoke up. We also have probably him come with me, probably aiming something in the middle lane, maybe. But it's gonna be Godot that's gonna initiate on something. There is a web up on the Troll Warlord. There is, of course, no Sandstorm up on the Sand King, but they don't know that. They don't know that. They might expect it, though. Test of Faith. Is there gonna be something? Goro striking out. He's not got any point left to give. There is the gush. There is the web, and that's gonna probably be the end. He can't run that fast. He's gonna try to juke in the forest, though. He doesn't have a TP. He doesn't have mana to. He doesn't have mana to burst strike out. He's just gonna take right clicks. He's actually gonna be able to survive here. Salve helps him survive. What? Well, you can tell. I was so expecting him to go down, but that is just some good play for him, keeping it cool, and just backing out, popping the salve at the right time, even though he wouldn't have not have died without it. Great job. In the meantime, Sing Sing still on his bottom lane, getting 14 for 3 with 11 for 5 on the Mirana. So well, fairly even, I have to say, with it, and with a 2 versus 1 lane, that is not something you want to have. You want to dominate your lane, with if you're outnumbering them, and you're not. So that's pretty painful. At the same time, though, same thing is happening on this mid lane. 20 for 9 on the Entomage, with 10 for 1 on the Invoker. So indeed, Entomage is getting more farm there than the Invoker. In the meantime, Haystrom picked up by Crystal Maiden. Is she gonna go for this top lane? It looks like she might be. Tidehunter will be the target. There is gonna be a burst strike. There is gonna be a frostbite as well. There's a TPM for Fury, and that Sand King on his way out. There's no man left on the Tidehunter to do anything, and he's gonna be the first blood going towards the Nature Prophet. Sexy Mambu has to back off. He's no life left, 36 health left, and Chen, who thought about going in there, changed his mind. So first blood going towards Come With Me, and that was indeed, well, not the one of the combinations I was talking about that would get the first blood, which actually worked. And a haste rune of Crystal Main was of course there to help out as well. Crystal Main's absence in his middle lane was noticeable for Black, though. He got harassed a lot, and Invoker made good use of that, as in he knew that Crystal Main was not there, so knew that he could take advantage of that rather. And we still have these two farming on the bottom lane. Mirana doing a bit better than just now, 18 for 5, and well, we're doing a bit better. Not really, actually. Brookmother 24 for 3. Getting forced out of the lane by the Spell's Fighting, because Soul Ring is up on Ting Ting.
Thank you.
Teammate's getting a salve from his laning partner, always nice to have. And level 5 up in Evoker. I'm kinda doubting. I mean, we've seen one gank being attempted by the Chen. Ah, there we go, another. Because I was gonna say they need this kind of ganks, but so far they are not really winning their lanes. They got one death already on the top lane. Entomage is getting more farm than the Invoker on this top lane, and Broodmother getting more farm than the Mirana on the bottom lane. And they need something. They need something to tip it around. And even though it's fairly early game, you can say it doesn't matter all that much, but it does matter, because this will go out of control. And they, like I said earlier, these are Absolute Legends is built towards having fairly early team fight. First strike on the Tidehunter. Tidehunter wants to go for this. Oh, he's level 60. He has a Ravage. And Sexy Bamboo has got an epicenter, but he's not going to be able to get it off anymore. Gets stunned. He's going to go down here. First strikes out. Is he going to be able to live here? No. Is he? He has stick charges still there. He uses them. He's going to be able to survive. Sexy Bamboo. Survivor. What? He was so blocked in, and there was no Ravage. There was no mana on the Tide. That was why. Otherwise, there would have been a guaranteed kill, and he would have used it too. So not winning any lane still. Having a disadvantage of all lanes. And there is Sentry Wards up on the Earthshaker, so that might change soon. Run on 27 for 7, got some kills back. There's the Fisher. This is gonna be harassment for now though, until they have. Oh, there's the Sentry Ward. And I think 16 saw that though. You see the animation of the ward being placed as in the ground disruption. The ground got disrupted a bit. Disturbed, rather.
Denied.
We'll probably have Earthshaker placing another ward soon. There we go. And he saw it again. I think that's one that you would see. And there's the Fisher again. Starstorm. Arrow. Hits. Do they want to go on this? I can't really, because the Fisher is blocking their path. And now he knows that he's visible. Also pops up himself. Spawns Pilings. Almost finishes off Bleak. 20 HP left as he has to walk all the way back. Loses experience. Loses the gold. And it's just, it's almost worse than dying, because you lose so much time with that, and you have to run all the way. Of course, you run faster with Mirana, especially if you have face boots. After your leap, I mean, you run faster. But still, it's just such a painful thing to do. The good side about it, though, Earthshaker will get some experience for himself. That will help. Level 7 up on the Earthshaker in the meantime, where Chen came out of the forest once again. I don't think Chen, well, he tried to stand here for a second, tried to gank this middle lane, but Entomage has been fairly safe. They have a ward here as well, so they see stuff coming. They have a ward here as well, so see all the stuff coming. Of course, the smoke would stop that, but still not really successful so far. And so far, Nature Prophet has been in one gank, the one kill that we have at the moment, and Come With Me is just oh, Epicenter being casted. Shaitan gonna go down to the Sand King. One solo kill for him. And that is yeah, that is just what you need to set the Epicenter for. Sorry, I was distracted because of course yeah, action on the top lane. rotated there instantly. And yeah, that was a Tidehunter going down, and I don't think he had any mana to pop a Ravage, and maybe he knew that he was not going to survive, but still, he has that Ravage, he should make use of it, because that is the strength of Absolute Legends right now. They can of course hope for Mirana to get bigger faster, and of course she is getting a lot of farm. Hand of God used on the bottom lane. Snoopy in a lot of trouble, but there's the Ravage, and that's 2 kills, double kill for the Tidehunter with his Anchor Smith, lands a gush on the Crystal Main with a double damage, who's trying to get away from that one, but it's still Crystal Main without boots even, so she's not fast at all. She buys boots now before she dies, because die she will, definitely. There is no mana up on the Tidehunter apart from for an Anchor Smash, and he does it, and he gets a triple kill for Shaitan. And that is Absolute Legends back into the game. I said they needed to get advantage somewhere, well they did it. This is what their strategy is built around, Tidehunter and Mirana. Team fights and damage and kills early on. 3 assists for Mirana and 3 kills for the Tidehunter. With the salve for Mirana. No mana up on the Tidehunter anymore though, or at least not anymore, as it got a 1 charge, so that will help a bit.
Is under attack.
And in the meantime, come with me, still in the jungle, picked up a hand of Midas, is gonna get extra golden experience in the jungle. Of course, that experience is almost more important than the gold at this point, because the gold he will get anyway. And a bit more than the rest of the team. This harassment. I want to check the gold per minute, but I don't want to miss anything. And you're gonna check it anyway. I'm gonna follow Sexy Bamboo, he's probably on his way for something. He has mana boots, he wants to go to the bottom lane. With mana boots. And yeah, 300 gold per minute up on the Nature Prophet, which is the highest. Next to the Antimage right now, Antimage being on 320. Burrow Strike up on Snoopy, he doesn't have an epicenter yet, takes a gush, he's gonna turn into a Sandstorm, but gonna get a Fisher, he's gonna go down here. Tidehunter dominating, 4 kills for him right now. He died twice at the start, but now he has 4 kills in a row. In the meantime, Bleak wants to kill the Crystal Maiden, misses his arrow, will probably still be able to kill off the 1437, but takes his false Firelings, and is forced to back off because of it, and is gonna be able to do so. In the meantime, Snoopy in some trouble. But there's a Tidehunter threatening and all, and he's gonna back off. Spawn Spirelings on Snoopy is not killing him, but the Spirelings I think will TP out from Bleak. He does not want to be here anymore. Echo Slam from Snoopy kills off the Crystal Main as Spirelings still chase him. He doesn't have any place to go. There's Come With Me, and Broodmother takes the Earthshaker as Earthshaker just turned around and think, okay, I don't want to give my kill to Come With Me, so let's just have Broodmother take it. And he dies. And Tidehunter still 4 for 2. Was not there, no Ravage. In the meantime, top lane, Come With Me. Sorry, Sexy Bamboo takes the Tornado. There's Chen coming in from the sidelines. Are they gonna be able to do something? There's an Epicenter up on the Sand King. He might want to go for that. If he lands a Burst Strike, he has the mana for it. Crystal Main there as well, lands a Frostbite. They now know that Chen is there. There's the Burst Strike, and is it gonna be an Epicenter? No, it's gonna be just be a Sandstorm. And there's the Fisher. Then that's gonna be Sexy Bamboo going down once again. Chen's taking the kill with the creeps. Shockwave going through. And that is a quick kill for Absolute Legends. Crystal Main has already backed off because she didn't want to be there anymore. She was outnumbered. In the meantime, Black still happily farming 72 for 42. I mean, really, that is such an amazing farm right now. Bleak being forced back here. Chen killing off the Crystal Main still on the sidelines here. And she was there all by herself. I wonder why she was standing so far forward. She got hit by the Fisher, obviously. But I don't know. She was very aggressive placement for Crystal Maiden. And she paid for it. In the meantime, Antimage has not left his lane. Doesn't need the Crystal Maiden anymore either. Oh, he wants the mana void, but he changed his mind. It's just a threatening look. In the meantime, tower gets pressured because Chen is here, creeps are there. And he's gonna send home a Ursa Warrior so that one will stay alive. Is that gonna be an Epicenter then? No. Burst, I get some creeps. Backing out again. Or at least music can go to tower. Snoopy now in the middle lane. Level 9 for level 9. This is a very good level for an Earthshaker, by the way. He is level 9, and the mid laner is also level 9, so a very good job from the Earthshaker. He takes a Fisher, there's gonna be a Starstorm, there's gonna be an arrow, and that's gonna be almost a death. Is it gonna be the death? Yes it is! Mirana Bleak taking the kill there for the Anti-Mage, and that was a great kill, and a needed kill too, because he got so much farm right now. The 900 gold has got a Ring of Health, has got his power threat, is probably looking towards going for that Battle Fury, as they probably are expecting that they will have the time to farm up. There is pushing power up on the Dire, but not as much as there might be. Not as much to be scared about their pushing
Radiant's
power
middle
that they
tower
won't
is
make it to
under
late
attack.
game. They're confident that they will make it to late game, or make it till the game till Antimage is really farmed up with that Battle Fury of his. And he's TPing back to the middle lane, continuing his farm. By himself, once again.
Nay.
Nay. Sorry. He has boots up on the Crystal Maid. That's the only item she has. She has 15 gold. It's really not a lot. It's really not a lot. And she did just die on top lane to the Chen, but I was expecting her to maybe have some more. Maybe. Maybe she gave something to the Broodmother. Nah, I don't think so. Surprising that she has so little. So there's no wards up either.
Catch us if you can.
Maybe there's something in a donkey? No. Oh. Surprising. Oh well. In the meantime, take a look at the gold graph. Oh, yeah, take a look at the gold graph. In favor of Mouse right now, that's also because what I said earlier about having a jungle hero farming, that's of course true on both sides. But Godot has been coming out of the jungles a lot more than the Nature's Prophet has, and he has a lot more gold now, also because of the Hand of Midas. No tower difference yet, even though people have tried. And it's just Nature's Prophet is getting more gold minute than the Chen is. It's no doubt about that. Arrow is not gonna hit on Sex Bamboo. It's not gonna be able to burst strike out because it's on cooldown. But they don't want to chase it either. They rather not give Black the free farm. And they force him back again. Shockwave still sending him a hit, but it's not that bad. We probably will see Sand King wanting to use his epicenter again. Maybe on the Invoker, but then there's the cold snap, so that could kind of stop him in his path. But just a burst strike for now is enough. In the meantime, well, this is just illusions. And he knows that. And here comes pushing again. And this time the tower will probably go down. A fortification, they are delaying it though. Nature's Prophet there as well. Tower will probably still go down, and otherwise it will get denied. Antimage will try to deny it, succeeds in denying it as well, but that's the first tier 1 tower going down. In the meantime, mega kill for the Tidehunters. He kills off the Broodmother. And was there even a sentry ward? I don't... Yeah, there was. There was one sentry ward being placed here.
Radiant's bottom
The
tower
Rav is
is
being
under
used for
attack.
that kill as well. And they're gonna try to push down the tower. Tidehunters will make sure that the creep wave is not there anymore. In the meantime, middle lane still gets pressured. Come with me, it's gonna drop here actually. It's seemingly gonna drop here. Burst strike will be there though. There's Burst strike laying onto. There's the epicenter being casted. League is gonna be sent home, so won't be able to get killed off anymore. And that is the one epicenter that did not kill anything for him right now. Musica getting harassed. Black wants to go for him. Haste rune up as well. Musica will definitely get it, and will be able to run away very fast right now. Black does not want to use Manifold, or has it on cooldown rather. Arrow. Arrow. Does not hit. Does it? No. And Bleak and Godot are not done yet here. Blink away. Smart thing to do. As the pressure is on for Absolute Legends. They are trying to keep on the pressure all the time at Antimage, not giving him the impression that he's free farming. Keeping the pressure on the bottom lane as well. Broodmother. I mean, for a Broodmother, you normally expect her lane to be pushed out as well at some point. But this tower just has almost no damage done so far. That's just because it's a good job for Absolute Legends to keep that lane at bay the whole time. There's gonna be extra TPs incoming now. They want to get this tower. They want to get Sing Sing with it as well. Do they have more means to kill him than before? They have Dust, yes they do. There goes a Dust, and there goes Sing Sing, I think. Cold Snap. It's not there. Test of Fate. Is there gonna be a gush? It's still on cooldown because they did it earlier. Fisher landing. Anchor smashed. They want to dive this. They can dive this. Dust is still on there. Gush going up. Now the Dust is off. But another sentry ward is there, and he will die. Earthshaker taking the last hit with the Stomp, or what is it called? Chant throwing him. There we go. And that's gonna be a tower, so people will get sent home to get some of his HP back. In the meantime, middle tower gets pressured as well, so it will be a trade for towers, I believe, unless there's gonna be fast TPs in. Fortification is on. They might just want to defend this. They can't. They're not TPing it. Oh, there's a TP. There's a TP. It's gonna be too late though. Tidehunter does not have a Ravage. There's another TP. Tower went down. Crystal Maiden taking the last hit as a TP still, and is going through Earthshaker there. And yeah, Antimate's backing out. Oh, he's looking weird.
Regeneration.
He's gonna go towards the top lane and continue his farm here. Maybe get a kill on Bleak in the meantime. That would be cool. For him, that is. You have Chen building towards the mechanism. We have Invoker already completed his drums and his face, which is a very nice farm up on him. Arrow lands on the Roshan where they want to go for, and that is something that you can do when you have a Chen. You can go for Roshan fairly early, or at least earlier than the other team, purely because you have those creeps to take care of your stuff. And there we have the mechanism complete for the Chen. This Roshan is gonna cost them a tier 1 tower though, as it's getting pushed and there's no fortification anymore. And well, it's a free Roshan. It's worth it, definitely.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And there goes the tower. Entomage actually getting the last hit on the tower. Very important for him to have. Mirana picking up the Aegis. And that is, well, I mean, if we look at the gold graph, it's even on towers right now. Probably not updated fully yet. But still in favor of Mouz, and that's only because of the farm of the, well, both of the Entomage and the Nature Prophet, I would guess. And it's still fairly even so far. That, I mean, there's a kill difference, of course, in favor of Absolute Legends. That's like I keep saying, that's what they're built around. They need to get those early kills, need to get those early team fights, and they have been winning them. Losing some heroes in the way, but you know, that's almost inevitable. And but it's still fairly even for the state of the game. At some point, though, I mean, for Absolute Legends, this is the place of the game where they need to be ahead, where they need to be advancing, where they need to take it. And for Mouz, okay, they would probably be okay if they were behind for a second. That's, you know, they can accept that. They have an Entomage. They will be able to get back from something, some disadvantage that they're gonna have. Blink out from Black so that he doesn't get harassed and can continue his farm elsewhere. The Snoopy's just on this bottom lane trying to stop the pushing from happening. Might just lay down a Fisher and just stops it that way for a bit. There we go, Fisher. Invisibility up on the Entomage. Does he really want to go for someone? He might though. He might. Musica is there. Will we be able to kill him alone? Yeah, I might. It's just harassing him for now. Musica's thinking, oh, Entomage goes on me well from invisibility, so maybe I'm not alone there. Maybe he's not alone there. And we have Absolute Legends looking very angry at this tier 3, tier 2 tower, tier 1 tower. And it's gonna go down. Tornado's gonna help out clearing up the creep wave. Arrow is not gonna hit anything though, it's just scouting. And there goes the tower. In the meantime, Earthshaker managed to pick off the Sand King there. Fisher was there, Echo Slam was there, that's more like it, and a Gush. And was it initiation from the Sand King? Yes it was, because he used his epicenter for that and did not kill off a thing. The Sexy Bamboo in a bit of a disadvantage here, but like I said, they have an Entomage, and Entomage has been farming solidly, so should be fine. Their experience graph is going towards favor of the Absolute Legends, guys. Sing Sing in a lot of trouble here, backing out. Crystal Maiden was not so lucky though. He went down to Bleak's arrows, and that well, it continues to fight, to continue to push for Absolute Legends. Bleak just wants his tower, and there's nobody defending it because Sing Sing had to back off, dragging his 2 of his 8 feet in the meantime. And there's the defense incoming. Sorry, come with me in there, TPing in. But look, Bleak just standing there hitting the tower, doesn't really mind about anything else. We're killing off the creep weave now. Starstorm helping out, and that will probably be a tower unstoppable tie down to killing it. Oh, that should not happen. In the meantime, I'm gonna go back on the top lane. We're gonna go back soon, shortly. Although, are they gonna stop here? No, they're not. No, they're not. Bleak is backing out. Okay, so Tidon to manage to kill off the Anti-Mage. That's something new. There was a Ravage used for that. Anti-Mage, I don't know how he got killed off there. Of course, Snoopy was there. Oh, 1437 getting killed off. Killing spree by the Earthshakers. Mirana's ultimate gets used because he wanted to get away. Oh, Chen. It's gonna be visible again soon. There he is. There is a Sprout up on there too. Sing Sing's gonna hit him from the side. Spawn finally there to help out. And that's gonna be Chen going down. Test the face still lands on Nature Prophet, but he's not gonna be able to do anything anymore. And Nature Prophet taking the kill. Invoker wants to do something, but sees Sexy Bamboo coming. In the meantime, Arrow gets shot off. Doesn't hit anything though. Musica using a cold snap. Musica taking a lot of damage. Backing off again. Hand of God will help them stay alive in the meantime because Chen is back. He bought back. Come with me. Is gonna TP out of this one. Mirana backing off against straightly after that. Doesn't want to be there. Hand of God. Really good timing for Chen to buy back. Useful too. I do think that either scared them off. It didn't really keep them alive. Well, it did keep them alive, obviously. Otherwise, they would be dead. But they wouldn't have died without it. But just making sure that they weren't getting chased. They were ready for that, to take that fight, and they did. Minimizing casualties. Goldgraph does change to word of Fisher. Sexy Bamboo taking a gush, and there goes Invoker. There goes Invoker. In the meantime, Black back to farm once again. Has his Battle Fury. Is farming a lot faster now. We're probably going to see his Goblin to spike up in a second as we will look there soon again. I hope. If I have time for that, because it looks like Snoopy wants to go for something. They're placing wards. They have it, well, 30 seconds until Ravage, but that doesn't matter. Mirana taking the kill. That Come With Me is gonna drop as well. Invoker taking the last hit. And that was the arrow from Mirana landing on the Crystal Main, by the way. I thought it missed, but then Crystal Main was there, and that's gonna be a tower. And this is exactly, I mean, at the start of the game, during the Bounce and Fix, it said like Absolute Legends is probably looking to end it between minute 30 and minute 35. Well, so far it's looking quite solid for them. They've been keeping pressure. They have been able to kill off everybody, including Anti-Mage. Echo Slam being used in the meantime on his bottom lane. Nobody died yet, but there's the Ravage. That is Anti-Mage going down. That is Nature's Prophet going to go down as well. TP is on cooldown. It's going to get Cold Snap. That's going to be the end. And that's going to be Wicked Sick Tidehunter. Anti-Mage. Why were you there? Why were you not farming? And that was a good use Ravage as well. And the tier 2 tower still went down, so saving their own tier 1 tower, getting 2 kills in return, and defending their own tower, yeah. Getting a tower in return as well. You know what I mean. 4 staff up on Musica, as Blink Daggers up on the Earthshake, also going for drums, has got that complete right now, so Donkey is bringing that to him. So they will have 2 sets of drums. Quite unique. Normally you would have only 1, but you know, 2 is fun too. Just to be able to have an extra escape mechanism or something like that, if you can call it that, which you probably can. T2 tower is gonna get pressured here, and it looks like they will be able to do that. TP is coming in from the Anti-Mage. Is gonna stop his TP instantly. He knew he would die the moment he got there, and there goes the tier 2 tower and Blink Dagger up on the Sand King. So we might see some good Blink Daggers, Epicenter. Blink Burrow Epicenters coming out from him, as well, on the even though we will see that, but we'll also see Tidehunter with the Blink Dagger, Tidehunter who will have some good blinking Ravages, and then we also have Blink Dagger up on the Earthshaker, which is also blinking Echo Slam. So as I said earlier already, there is more teamfight up on Absolute Legends than there is on Mouz, but Mouz has an Anti-Mage, and that could just turn everything around. That could just turn everything around. Smoke up. And they find the Anti-Mage. There's the face. And that's gonna be the end of Black. Fisher making sure that he could not get away. And there we have Invoker disconnected from the game. This kill was too much for him. It's like, oh, I have killed the Anti-Mage again. Can't bear to watch this. But Godot sorry, Musica is gonna reconnect soon, shortly, I hope. He still got off the cold snap, so that's all fine. Yeah, Sexy Mamu is looking for kills. He needs some kills. I mean, there's such a big kill difference. There's 5 to 21. And for people, I see the chat asking right now, and I will be able to answer you. Right now, as the standings are, Mouz is listed as 2nd in the rankings from StarSeries, and Absolute Legends is ranked as 13th. Only the first 4 go on. There's actually a shared first place between three teams, even though it has to be said that the amount of games differ. I mean, they all have the same amount of points, but they don't have the same amount of games. Navi has played 12 games, has 30 points. Mouz has played 13 games, has 30 points, and Dare, who's number 3, has played 14 games and got 30 points. So no set invite yet as the number 4 till 6. It's all shared 3rd place as well, shared 4th place, I guess that is then. Oh gosh, landing on Sexy Bamboo. Has Ace Runner running right into Godot. Gonna take a touch of face, gonna take a Fisher. He's probably gonna go down there. Unstoppable Earthshaker as he just run the wrong direction. And that is probably, they don't have any wards there. They have a very defensive ward here on their on the high ground. And they have a ward there at the ruin spot. That's all they have. They are not covering the rush pit, and of course that's not really needed because they know it's on cooldown. But still, that's probably why the Sexy Bamboo ran into that mass of heroes. And Absolute Legends gotta look to push in. They need to push in. They know the Anti-Mage is continuing to grow. He's not growing as fast as he could though. He died 4 times. He died 4 times, and for an Anti-Mage that's not really good. Oh. Gosh, 1437 is gonna go down here for sure. Mirana, Starster will finish it off. Mega kill for Mirana for that one. Come with me. Is he gonna be able to do something here? He has not been very present in this game, apart from for the first gank that we saw, first blood going towards Mouz. He's gonna create some trees and stop the pushing from happening, or at least to try to distract the creep wave. But chance creeps won't be distracted. They will kill off the tower. They will try to at least. And that is the tower probably going down. There's no fortification on that. There is in the meantime Mirana TPing to the top lane, defending their tier 1 tower there, and Nation from the ultimate helping out there too. Mouz landing a double burrow strike. Did not use his epicenter before that. There's the Ravage. Mouz is gonna go down. BKB up on Sing Sing though. He won't be ravaged. He wants Musica. Will he be able to get it? He does not have any mana anymore. Antimate is there too, going on Godot, but there's Mirana's ultimate. They don't see them anymore. They don't know where to go. They know they should be out soon again. There he is. There he is. And that's gonna be the end of Godot, I think. That should be, it should be, definitely should be Antimate's getting the kill. That's the first kill he has this game. And that is maybe the start for Mouz to come back from this one. They have a 7.5k gold disadvantage, but like I said, they have an anti-mage, so it doesn't really matter that much. They are built around this. They are expecting to maybe not do as good as in the early stage of the game, but late game they'll have it with the anti-mage. In the meantime, we see the experience graph is a lot more, well, says a lot more. We have 20k difference in experience in favor of Absolute Legends, but then again, if anti-mage gets big enough, they will be able to take that team fights instead, with that Sand King there, of course, as well. Of course, the only tricky thing is there will be more items up on the Echo Slam. Echo Slam for Sing Sing. Sing Sing gonna go down. Fisher making sure of that one. Wicked Stick. Earthshaker once again. He wants the Anti-Mage instead. Anti-Mage who took an arrow for a long duration. Blinks away. There's the Burst Strike Epicenter, and that's gonna be the end of a round. Mega Streak down, and still Anti-Mage kills off Snoopy on his Earthshaker, and that's gonna be, well, this could definitely be the turning point. Anti-Mage has got a Yasha. It's gonna go for that Mantis style. And that was a good epicenter from Sexy Bamboo. He wants to have more though. In 90 seconds he's gonna try to find a good position for a good blink burst like epicenter. We have, yeah, what I was saying, I mean, the only thing they have to worry about is the items, of course, on Absolute Legends. So far they have a Force Staff on the Invoker and a Yule Scepter, so he'll be able to put himself out of danger. And of course, disabling the Anti-Mage while they can finish off the rest. That is one ability that's very useful. If you don't think you're gonna be fast enough with the Scythe of Ice, you can always go for Yule Scepter. That's just a lot less gold, and will do almost the same thing, or at least put someone out of combat for a while. It's not really the same thing, because you can't really attack it in that time, but if you're gonna be confident enough that you will be able to attack it, or it will back off once you killed off his teammates, then the Yule Scepter is pretty good to have. Mechanism on the channel, we already saw that, has 1700 gold as well. Probably will save that just in case he has to buy back. We have a Tidehunter who has a Blink Dagger, has got a Pipe, and is getting a Mystic Staff, so it's probably going for a Shiva's Guard, actually. That's what I'm expecting. Because there's of course 3 melee heroes up on the Radiant side, and it will be very useful for to counter them. As I don't know where he's going. He's walking back and forth, very confusing. There is a Rosh up again as well, by the way, so probably will see someone going for that, as there is a ward up at this location. So they will see the the Tidehunter standing there. They'll see the Mirana 2 arrow being flown in, just to check if there's anybody there, but there's not. There is not. BKB up on the Broodmother together with a Chrysalis. It's gonna go for a semi-carry, but at least it's gonna make sure. Well, you did see the BKB earlier. It's gonna just make sure that she doesn't get hit by the Ravage, by the Fish, or stuff like that. There's a lot of those going on there, a lot of team fights. So BKBs is the way to go. Earthshaker has got a Blink Deck. It's gonna go for BKB as well, just so he's able to withstand the damage from the Sand King if there's an epicenter. He doesn't want to stand in the middle of that one. And just checking what items I miss. Oh, Bleak. We did see the Mantis style already, of course. Oh, arrow. Is it gonna hit? No, but the Fisher is black. Is gonna be in a tornado. It's gonna be able to blink out afterwards, though. It's gonna have to. There's the chase that's on, though. But yeah, Mirana is gonna go for a Skadi. That was not expected, though. I was not expecting that. But a very good item to have too. When you have an Anti-Mage, of course, he can blink. That's all fine. But in the meantime, you want to slow him as well. You want to slow his attacks. You want to be able to deal with that. So I have Skadi is then a good item to have, and there goes Roshan very fast. Well, very fast. He goes down. That's for sure. And there's nobody contesting them for it. They would just want farm, and they are getting farm. They're pushing the tier 3 towers actually with the Broodmother. Mirana picking up the Aegis. She did die earlier, so it's good to have on her, just in case she dies again.
Dire's
Tier 3
bottom
tower getting
tower
pressured.
is
In the
under
meantime,
attack.
well, this tier 3 tower is on lower health than that one, of course. Ultimate's looking for a place to farm. Will he find Musica though? He probably will. Hello, cold snap. And you can see Ultimate wanting to do something, getting turned into a piglet, because there is Come With Me, who has a side of Vice, and that's gonna be the end of Musica, who thought he had something going with the Ultimates, but then gets killed off, and Mirana has her Eye of Sky complete now, and Come With Me just able to finish off, or help finish off the Mirana. Of course, the kill one to the Ultimate is a very good one to have as well, as he has got his Manta style complete. So this would indeed then be the end of the, well, probably the end of the pushing power. I mean, ooh, arrow! It's a creep. He's gonna blink out instantly. If that arrow would have hit, he would have been dead. And Donkey might have been dead too. I mean, I find myself very content with my prediction that I made. By the way, with the fact that between 30 and 35 minutes, Absolute Legends would have to finish it before Antimates get big, because Antimates kinda is big now, and it's gonna be hard for Absolute Legends to push in. Of course, they still have all the items that they have, and Mirana is pretty farmed as well, together with the Tidehunter, who has got a Sheever's guard, and will be able to, they will be able to take the team fight for sure, but is Mouz gonna let them have the team fight? As in, are they actually gonna try to take them head on, or are they gonna try to pick them off and bait them out? Tower will probably still go down if there's a fight around there, though. But they have to be very careful. And they have to try to pick someone up before pushing in, and they want black. They want the anti-mage. He's blinking away instantly again, knowing that he might not be safe, as he's now getting confirmed when he is sees Musica there, even though Furion TP's in. There's the Blinken, there's the side of the visor. Shaker's there though to do something. Echo Slam. Fisher is gonna land there too. There's the Ravage, and that's gonna be the end of Come With Me. That's gonna be the end of the Anti-Mage, and that might be the end of the melee barracks and on the middle lane. Do they want to go in and buy back from Nature's Prophet? That is exactly what Absolute Legends wanted, or at least what made them probably change their mind about going for something. In the meantime, Bleak getting killed off on this bottom lane. Pops his ages though, as Sexy Bamboo might be disconnected. No, pops his Epicenter, and waiting for the right time, but still managed to get it. Epicenter will still go off. Are they going to be able to kill off someone? No, it doesn't look like it. Come With Me gonna go down after the buyback already. Won't be able to TP out, and there is a Tidehunter gushing on the Come With Me, and will take him down with him. Godlike Tidehunter. I mean, seriously, Mirana does have, well, still has 2k gold left, and that is gonna be 4 heroes. I can call it 4 heroes going down for Absolute Legends without losing anybody in the fights. And they're gonna try to push in on this. They have 20 seconds without an Anti-Mage, they have 50 seconds without Nature's Prophet, and he is not able to buy back as well. He's not able to buy back at all. And of course, Anti-Mage is not able to buy back, and neither is the Sand King. Sand King, who has used his Epicenter, so that will be on cooldown, and this might be the undoing of Mouz. This might be a fight that Mouz is gonna lose. As Shaitan, I mean, seriously, he died 2 times now, and it's just, I don't know, 9 for 2 on a Tidehunter. There's the fortification, buying some time. Anti-Mage is back up again. Broodmother is in the meantime still here, is on his way in from the back. There he is, but there goes the barracks. 10 creeps doing a lot of damage there, as well as Mirana's. Oh, nice burst strike heading to, as well as Mirana's illusions. I was gonna say Sing Sing's gonna come in from the back, but these barracks are still gonna go down for sure. And they can't do anything, and if they overextend now, then they will lose more than 2 barracks. So they're thinking very hard about whether they should go for it. Sing Sing is definitely gonna drop here. Mirana taking the last hit, and there is a pipe up on the Dire, so that this Nature's Prophet ultimate is not doing that much. There goes the range barracks, and that's gonna be the sign to probably back off. Even though back off, Shaitan doesn't want to back off. He wants to take down this tower. He might even be able to do so. I mean, Sing Sing is still dead for another 50 seconds. There is a Come With Me, but are they going to be able to do something with that? Look at this tower just going down, and they can't really go in on this. Burrow Strike will help, but they don't really have an epicenter yet for another 9 seconds, and this might be the undoing of Sexy Bamboo, and he is going to go down. Mirana taking another kill. That one is Meat on Black is going to go down as well. Double kill for Mirana. The illusions from Mirana are killing off the tower. Gets a tower. Come With Me being in a Yule Scepter is going to be delayed for execution. Is going to go down here. Well, is he actually mech helping him out for a second, but the AI is gonna go down, definitely. He doesn't walk to his base, and there's Mirana, unstoppable for her, triple kill for Mirana, and that is probably gonna be a GG. There we go, 1437 calling out the GG, and we even have a well-played brothers, as, you know, they were together at DreamHack, so probably made some friends there, and that will be Mouz losing this game to our Absolute Legends, meaning that they will be on the same line as Dare with 14 game and 30 points, sharing second place.
Has fallen.
After Navi, that is. Still has there's still a lot of chance that other people are still gonna come in the top 4 as well. There's still gonna be a lot of matches, as there's gonna be, like I said, there's gonna be a lot of matches in the coming days. So don't miss out on those, as they will be the decider for who's gonna go to Kiev, who's gonna go into the cyber arena and have 4 days of playing. Am I lagging? Oh, I'm lagging. I am lagging. What the hell's up with that? And I am lagging, and I'm gonna just have this up for a second. Come on, let me select the Evoker. There we go. I'm gonna fix it. I am gonna fix it now. I hope. Not fix it yet though. One moment. In theory, it should be almost fixed now. Doesn't seem like it is though. I'm gonna reset my my stream for that one. In the meantime, we will let you see the end screen once it's up. There we go. We'll let you see it only for a short period of time though. Ah, the lagging stopped. That's cool. And there we go. Disconnecting.